Alright, hold on a moment. I don't have a Twitch stream up right now from you.
Yeah, can we put the Twitch stream in, or whatever your OBS is streaming into Discord here?
Hello and welcome to another bracket race here in the 2025 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Summer Tournament. Tonight's match is Cirno versus Kigalas. And just trying to grab some information real quick here. Looks like this is game 2 between these two. Cirno has taken game 1, looking to close it out here. In a seed where a couple of red stats to start. Strength, not super low, but gonna be tough if the early zones are anything above like ghosts. And HP looking real low as well. MP the second highest stat, but no spells to start. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, it's actually funny because I believe yeah, it's not Ziggy versus Dream, but the winner of this series we having a false start? Right, so the winner of the series does get the winner of Ziggy and Dweem, so Cherno has a chance to clinch it here. And we are underway. Getting our opening speech from the king. Going to get our 2 chests plus the key. And we have a torch, so we can throw that for some damage. Well, strength is no longer a problem. So we started with 7 strength, but we just got 40 attack power because we found a sword, so everything in Zone 0 is about to have a very bad day. We have an instant level 2, we have an instant level 3, 4-3-4, stop spell, 11-4-7, 6 stop spell, heal more. No, we do not have hurt more. Cherno does have heal more, at least. Oh, now we have heart more. And unfortunately, Cherno, well, somewhat unfortunately, this Cherno's first death. Just too much swamp. And there's level 4 for Kigalas, going to pick up that hurt more. And it looks like our runes are going to take off. We're looking for, as always, that silver harp to trade in for the thingy that Cherno just found, the Staff of Rain. We're also looking for some stones, looking for that token. Gonna go get ourselves that rainbow drop so we can break into the final dungeon. Werewolves with a weak breath and a rather brave attack from Cherno here. Sword can only boost you up so much, but it was enough to take out that werewolf, get 2. Ooh. The strength was bad, everything else was really good on that level 5, and Kigalas is about to discover as well. Oh no, that level 6. Ew, green dragons with heal more, and I think you have to swing twice here. Which, of course, it doesn't matter if the green dragon just resists you both times. So it looks like Kigalas is going to just stick around a little bit and just try to get these guaranteed one-shots, because these... that was literally all 4 stats gaining double digits. Cherno going after his Demonite, having typical... Cherno just can't hit anything tonight. And yeah, this early on, probably not want to go after these Demon Knights anymore, because that just bled all of Tierno's MP, and Tierno's gonna enjoy the level up incoming, but yeah, that's it on your MP until you go back home. So yeah, after the swarm of we come out of the swarm of early levels with over 80 HP, MP at 51, so good amount of hurt mores. Agility above 40, so that's about that magic sweet spot where you start running more often than not from stuff. Strength still lagging, but hurt more seed. Hopefully we'll get that fixed sooner rather than later, as we're gonna have mutual finds of Swamp South. Nobody here knows outside, so going to have to walk it. Tierno is going to discover Ye Old Dragon of Red, and wants absolutely nothing to do with Ye Old Dragon of Red. Ooh. Interesting. We have a backdoor into Garenham with the fairy water and the money and the money and the lady that hates people. And Garenham has a silver shield if we get a gold grind going. Ideally, you will want to pick up the outside spell in order to just zip straight through Swamp Cave. Yeah, and Kigalas actually just encounter luck has given Kigalas a very temporary 400 experience lead. Tierno's gonna look to pick off some enemies in this zone, and it's looking real good. Axe Knight, Wraith Knight, Wyvern. Yeah, we'll take that. Tierno's gonna get to level 8, mostly in MP level, which I'm not gonna argue too much with that. Yeah, Garenham's shop is very trolly because it's all weapons except that silver shield, and we start with sword, and Chino just gets dodged again. And we have a level 9 with 13-2-0 or 13-0-2-14. Yeah. And outside, so Kigalas going to be able to zip through. And in the meantime, gonna be wondering if Chirno decides to peek. No. And just like that, we're back on level parity, and everybody just electing to take some early levels. They're looking at this zone here with all these nice enemies, and they're liking what they're seeing. And just a quick refresher on the stat levels as we're just kind of digging in for the grind. We saw a couple of red stats at the start. Those are basically mineral stats at the start. Got over that pretty quickly with the Erdrick sword. Most stats right now are white, which means they're building up. But you'll notice the MP is orange. That means it's borderline for fighting the Dragon Lord with. Like, if we had a lot of strength, a lot of HP, then we can make like 81 MP work. And Chirno's gonna snipe level 10, or level... yeah, level 10. It's actually level 10 on both sides, which really wasn't that much. It looks like Kigalas is starting to peek out a little bit more, but Chirno's going straight over that swamp. Time to explore. We've got plenty of MP. We got enough health that nothing's going to take us out in one hit. And just like that, we have Sharlock Cave of Bonus. And it's just free chest. And it's a free token. I have a chest that in vanilla has a plot item in it. Right, Sharlock. 5x5, our viewers have seen it. Once we get that rainbow drop, we'll use it in that one water tile to gain entry. Go in there, hopefully not get murdered by any angry denizens of the place. as we head down to go beat up a Dragon Lord and win. But we're still looking for those plot tokens. Hoping we're going to find some armor of the Erdrick's variety. As Kigalas did make it to level 11, 4, 9, 10, 0 on the stats. So right now, Kigalas carries a small experience lead, but Cherno is clearing out the map here. Hasn't found anything, but that's just those places you have to go to actually find the stuff, so... See if there's anything over this bridge. As Cherno does a heal mode, finds 2 towns, so is guaranteed a recovery here. They can't both be Hoxus. And a cave, so Cherno striking exploration gold here. We're gonna get all that MP back. We're gonna get 41 people coming in along with Beta. Thank you for the raid. And we're gonna see if we can get some armor in here. Half-plate large shield? We'll take it. In the meantime, Kigalas has found the town of Coal. We'll get our first search spot. We'll get another... shop. And Cherno has found Breckenary, Caitlin, and the Rainbow Drop guy. So we'll be back down here at some point. Kigalas actually gets a full plate to go with the large shield, so rocking some extra defense. Alright, Stoneman with Stop Spell. That may or may not come into play later on. And Cherno's been able to travel north a ton from that little Townsville there. Hasn't ran into anything yet. And Kigalas actually likes to chop down a stone man for a 155. So that Kigalas going to get level 12 here. Still maintaining that 1 level lead with 10, 9, 9, 12. We might be seeing some green stats here in a moment, and that means those stats are good for fighting the Dragon Lord. Kigalas is going to find the grave. So right now, both of our runners running into key problems. Needing those magic keys to open up some doors. Cherno currently locked out of coordinates. Kigalas going to be locked out of the bottom 3 here, unless there's 2 keys up top here. And we have money, curse belt. Oh boy. That's a key for Kigalas. That means Kigalas can go home, buy more keys, and be running around with 6 keys. And Kigalas actually just elects to go straight home immediately. Get those 6 keys. Check treasury. So when Kigalas makes that sweep down towards where Cherno was at, he'll be able to get coordinates immediately. Oh, we actually have a mountain cave under home as well, so great chances for key items. Could activate the gold grind here and pick up that silver shield in Garanham. In the meantime, Cherno, ambushed by the green dragon, survives the initial hit, and will get a chance to take out the green dragon, who actually knows hurt more. Okay, so we do have money. No, it was wings. Never mind. Yeah, even here at level 12, 3 out of the 4 stats are in green, which means they're perfectly good. Only strength is quote-unquote lagging. As Kigalas actually pulls a flute out of Mountain Cave, and the final chest is an herb, so we're gonna outside. We're gonna manually walk this back because we want to keep that gold grind in play. Hopefully Kigalas will remember to pop into the throne room to activate those chests. And Cherno actually finds another town, and this one's way out there. And Cherno actually finds keys the conventional way. We have what I believe is a second cursed belt for Kigalas. And that bamboo pole is another set of wings. And there, that was money. And the money. And the money. And yeah, it looks like Kigalas is going to just go ahead and grind up that silver shield right here and right now. And real quick from in Cherno here, we're going to get a check of Rimeldar Inn. Behind the double key door is money. So interestingly enough, it looks like Kigalas actually did not pull any key items from all the checks in Tantagel, so could be looking at Deep Grave. We already know Cole had nothing as well, and we're still looking for that armor, we're still looking for those stones, still looking for that harp. In the meantime, we have brief experience parity, but Kigalas will likely start to get that back once Cirno goes home. Because Cirno will have all the checks, and it didn't look like Mountain Cave was much for experience. Kigalas avoids buying the broadsword and will instead pick up big silver for 20 defense. It looks like Cirno's found another dead end here on Rimeldar. Not wanting to drop the exploration yet, still wanting to just head out and not leave any stone unturned. In the meantime, Kigalas actually looking to maybe make sure nothing was missed on First Continent. I mean, at this point with these stats, you can pretty much do whatever, although it is looking like a very small First Continent unless this swamp opens back up. Oh, we actually... This could be interesting. First Continent did have tablet. It's only one check, but if it has something, it could be a thorn in Cirno's side. Because you're seeing so much on Continent 2, you're thinking there's nothing on the First Continent still. And it's an herb. And that's looking like all of the First Continent. So, Cirno has found what I believe is, going to be Hawksness. And we have the Golem. Cirno does not have the flute, but with these stats, flute or not, yeah, Cirno's already taken one down the wild. Like, it's gonna bleed out all of that MP, but we'll get that search done. And I believe with the current knowledge, and oh yeah, they have heal as well, so Golem defense, once they start, well, not spamming heal. But yeah, that can easily be overpowered. And it's actually gonna get Cirno level 13 on top with 1086. And it will be our Stones of Sunlight. So, with our current knowledge, namely that Kigalas found 2 cursed belts and nothing at Cole, we know the map's gonna have something. There's gonna be something at a coordinate spot. Could be the Death Necklace, could be the harp, could be Erdrick's armor. And if it's not Harp at this point, that's probably going to leave... Yeah, just deep graves, the only remaining checks and chests. Chino's gonna find the nothing here. Is not going to peek the shop, not gonna get that upgrade to a full plate. Although this is going to be an interesting divergence here, because Cherno, I believe, as long as he keeps going north, is going to find Grave, and will... Wait a minute. I'm trying to think, because on Cherno's side, as he was walking up towards Grave, I saw a cave over on the left. And I think that actually has to be Swamp. Because I think we found... Yeah, we found staff trading real close to home, and Cherno is actually not going to dive. So for now, Deep Grave remains a mystery. Yeah, Cherno finds the same dead end as Kigalas, so... Yeah, actually, interesting choice from Cherno here, because... I think with that grave find, Cherno has pretty much found everything. And should thus know that there's only 3 spots remaining for stuff outside of Sharlock, so interesting choice to not go Deep Grave. Yeah, Cherno's making a beeline for Cantlin. Or should be making a beeline for Cantlin. Because chances are very high we're going to need those coordinates. Although, actually, now that I think about it, Cherno hasn't been home yet. So as it turns out, there's still 9 more spots there. Yeah, Cherno's gonna just go back home. And yeah, real quick here, we're gonna see the experience lead head back to Kigalas' favor. And thankfully that guard was so close to trolling Cherno, but not today. So once Cherno's done in here, I expect an immediate beeline for Kalen, and I think going over this bridge, Kigalas is about to find all the remaining towns. Oh, wow. Kigalas down. And Chino's gonna pick up all of the nothing and a flute in Mountain Cave. Yeah, no gold grind, so we'll have to just head back out, and I would expect Chino to be making a beeline for... Although Chino actually does not know about Tablet Cave either, so... Yeah, Kigalas finds the remaining location. Well, okay, Kigalas still needs to find Hawksness, so... Me, the guy watching both streams at once, knows where everything's at. Runners still have gaps in their knowledge. Okay, and we know coordinates has to be something. And it's something really simple. 7 south, 22 east. Yeah, and this is actually unfortunate because it looks like Chirno is actually going to preemptively rescue the princess. Or maybe just get level 14, which comes with 9 strength, 9290. Strength is in the orange. Like, we're gonna be in go mode very soon here. So yeah, we're looking... Kigalas is mostly, at this point, looking for Hawksness. Does not know about Rimildar yet either, although that's... Rimildar chest was just money. So yeah, it looks like Kigalas is currently going over some of the exploration Cirno did earlier to find keys. So this is going to be a remember check, which is probably just going to be hop in, check this chest, discover money, be sad. Probably just an immediate return after, well, no, there's still a little bit more land here, but it had nothing. We know Hoxus is over next to Sharlock. Go search 7 South 22 East. I expect what will likely be an immediate casting of return. Yep, looks like we're getting the Guaylan World Tour tonight. Barring unfortunate circumstances, looks like Cirno is going to be just carrying Guaylan around the rest of the game. And we have mutual cannons, so they will both together find out that is the Silver Harp in the swamp. Just the tip of the swamp. And I believe Music Man was right down here, so we'll soon have not just the harp, not just the staff, but likely soon a rainbow drop, and we will see if Cirno makes the trek back up to Deep Grave or risks armor in Sharlock. And actually, suddenly it's Cirno that's fully in control with all the stuff for the rainbow drop and the experience lead. And this is going to be some interesting choices coming up because we have stat go looming overhead. Like, we're a little low on strength, and that is it. HP is really good, MP is really good. Attack power is 123, so it only needs about, at this point, only about 5 to 7 strength will be enough to go fight the Dragon Lord. And Kigalas has found the stone, so we're about to gain item parity. And Cirno's actually coming back up to Deep Grave. Two checks deep in the grave, and we're hoping to find that armor. We could also find a fighter's ring. Also, still find that death necklace. So now we're going to see if we're going to have any divergence left in the end game, because Kigalas, knowing that tablet is nothing, is going straight up to the deep grave, so never mind. So at this point, both our runners going to dive this grave for whatever it may contain. And then we're gonna march straight back down to pick up the drop. We're probably gonna get level 15 along the way. That will probably be go mode for stats. And then we will be diving Sharlock. Looking to try and finish this seed out in under an hour. And key refunded in deep grave, so that is our second loose key. These magic wyverns hurt. Chino now under 500 experience from the next level, and with both monsters being 350 on spike tiles, if anybody even needs to grind, and there is armor in deep grave, so both making the correct choice to come back for this. Only a few seconds apart on picking up armor. Now it's just go get your rainbow drop, go ahead and pick up level 15 and get going. Just gonna see if Chino manages to run into enough things to pick up this level on the way to the drop, or if one or two golems are gonna be needed. Now it's just gonna be one golem at this point. Yeah, especially considering how far out this was. And it looks like Chino is actually selling off to load up on fairy water. Or just selling off to have empty inventory space. And then is going to pick up fairy water. Just wanted to get even more empty inventory space by making the rainbow drop, which consumes the staff and the stones. So at this point, Cherno is actually just a few fights away, may get this level on the way back to Swamp at which point I would expect just a return. Kigalas still about 1,000 experience out, but going back to these red dragons, that will not take very long at all. Yeah, Cherno's just gonna pop this one red dragon and that'll be level 15, which with Fairy Water should be a clear go mode. And we're gonna pick up 3 power, 6 agility, 1 health, 4 magic. Yeah, it looks like Cherno is going to go here. Gonna take one last pit stop. And here we go over to Sharlock. And yeah, interesting thing to know, we only got the 126 AP. Cherno did build up a full stack of Fairy Water. Kigalas did not. So Cherno's going to be able to open up with those higher rolls to begin and just be that much more comfortable in the Dragon Lord fight. And Kigalas might actually be going one more level here. Oh wow, Kigalas is going to 16. So Kigalas is going to have pretty much a free fight unless level 16 is an absolute dud, but it will not matter if Cherno succeeds on this dive. Although Kigalas now electing to outside, so maybe having second thoughts. Now, the one last bit of strategy here is, are we going to have a pyramid game for the Fighter's Ring? Because Fighter's Ring here would be really strong. It'd bump you up from a 6 to 13 range on normal attacks to 7-14. And just make the fight that much more smoother. Like, my honest opinion, if there's any AP that you want to be hunting Fighter's Ring on, it's 126. But Cherno's not going to go for it, looking to close it out right here. Going to trust in that Fairy Water. Meanwhile, Kigalas getting the business from the Armor Knight all the way down to 89 and actually spending a heal more. And Sharlock Spike is the Axe Knight. And Chino is a fool. More news at 11. Going to suffer the hurt mores, but did get down here with 5 herbs, so going to try to maximize those chances. Looking for that 25% stop spell. Currently, he's not getting it, and hurt mores all the way. And here we go. Gonna throw out all the fairy water. Then we're gonna just swing it down, see if we get through here. At this point, it's a full Sharlock dive separating our runners. If Cherno fails here, Kigalas will have a chance. Ooh. I don't think there's a 51 here. I think there is a 50, but not a 51. Agility is pretty good here. But so Chino does find a double. Gonna send out the final fairy water, hits it with a max roll of 16. Gonna heal back up, and we're just going swinging. Oh, and we have a guaranteed double on top, so oh, there's that 49, and Chino could have doubled, did not risk it. Although the rolls after these rolls on the swings are not being very good. It is a 6 to 13 range, but we are seeing a lot of the lower numbers. All right, there's a 12. But it's still with 3 heal more to spare. Chino gets through and will take the series 2-0 over Kigalas, advancing on to face the winner of the Ziggy Dwayne matchup. And yep, if you keep rolling around all over the place, you will get butt thou musted at the end. It's not as bad as if you drop her off because she doesn't walk out, but still, but thou must. And Kigalas gets taken out by a red dragon and forfeits. And we do not have a Chino in the chat yet, but we do have a Kigalas.
Yeah, GG Cherno.
Chino's not here yet. Looks like we had a mineral dragon. And you two are actually just neck and neck the entire way. Like, you had the experience lead early, and then Chino kind of picked it up. I think the main thing was at the end, you both hit 15 about the same time, and you looked like you were going to 16. Was it just trying to figure out the math while you were grinding, or what was going on there?
Yeah, the numbers were a little off. I didn't, I looked at it, I'm like, I mean, maybe, and then I, put the stuff in the calc and then said it was, 81%, and then Charlock just said, no, you can't go downstairs, so whatever.
Yeah, it looked like just Charlotte gave you the business, and Chino just had the herbs and fairy waters to be comfortable on 15.
Yeah, just how it goes. The great equalizer, as they say. So.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is you both did elect to not gamble on Sherlock, go back to Deep Grave even in this Jet Seed. So I assume that was just, we're not even going to attempt, we're not going to make that gamble of armor and Sherlock.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I mean, I was like, no, I need to check Deep Grave before I go in there. I know where it is, and I mean, I figured he probably, I thought if anything that would have won me the race, the armor being in grave and him checking, the treasury downstairs and not finding it there, but that didn't happen, so oh well.
Yeah, like I said, you both splintered off fairly early on. Like, you took a little bit of time to grind, and then you went north, found coal and grave early, while Chino went south, found the Townsville with Jerk, and then Rimeldar to get his keys.
Okay, so basically opposite exploration. Yeah, I'd also thought where
yeah, there was a lot of
boards. Yeah,
I think sorry about that. I think 30 minutes in or so, I knew everything. But of course, that's me having the advantage of I can see both of your screens. So,
right, yeah, that'll happen sometimes where runners diverge and find everything, but yeah, the comms or chat has the knowledge. So.
Yeah, and it actually turns out you both wound up pretty much converging right on the armor, and then you had to grind out a little bit more experience. So Chino did have an advantage because he'd already hit 15. You still had like 2 or 3 red dragons, and then it just kind of widened out when you started grinding a little bit more, and then top floor Sharlock bad luck kind of just sealed the deal because Cherno got done in one dive.
Yeah, I've never had a first floor like that ever, where I have to burn 2 heal mores, by the time I get down the stairs. I mean, that was crazy. At least there was the mercy rule, so that got me out of dying to the AK-47, which would have been even worse, I guess. So.
So yeah, this was a jet seed through and through, because we had the early sword leading to the early hurt more, and then the stats just came out early as like, how much does that factor into your decisions on when to just stick around and grind in a good zone? Because I know both of you kind of did that early on, and like even at like 80 HP and 80 MP, there was still a little bit of grinding going on. So it's like trying to figure out that comfort zone for when to head out.
Yeah, when I fought that red dragon in swamp, and I'm like, this feels terrible. So then I decided to go south, and I got a golem or two, and like in the swamp on the way, and I was just like looking at my stats. I'm like, I need to start moving. I do not need to grind, here. So that definitely influenced me. Like, I don't know, when I had the south from Charlock, that was when it's like, okay, we need to find the things and finish up because this is fast.
Anyways, with this, unfortunately, Kigalas, that'll be the end of your tournament as Cherno moves on to face the winner of Ziggy and Dweem. They'll have a game 3 at some point to determine their series. So, any final thoughts about the tournament in general for you?
Well, I kind of joined on the whim just because there was the option for speed hacks, because I mean my evenings are pretty short in summer, so that it's like, hey, sweet, did it. And then it felt really nice, doing how I did in groups. But I mean, the first match against Cherno, just my head wasn't in the right place, and I was making a bunch of mistakes and stuff. And then, I mean, it was nice to get to brackets finally and do something in standard, because it's the first time, and I've been playing since 2020, so it's it's nice to actually do something, because I've been to in Winter League before, but died out there. But that's fine because it's less chaos then. So, but good luck to Cherno and moving on, and see if it's Ziggy or Dweem. That was a fun race today to watch.
Anyways, looks like Cherno's talking to us from the chat, so Cherno, you're moving on. We'll figure out your opponent here after the next Ziggy Dream race, but how are you feeling? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to look up some information real quick here. Yeah, one of the newer runners here did very well in brackets and is still doing well here. Well, did very well in groups, still doing well here in brackets. And yeah, it was just a close race and draw, like I see what you're talking about, because when I first saw you go into gravity, I was like, oh, wait a minute, you're not diving, but then I realized you hadn't been home with the keys yet, so commentator knowledge kind of getting in my way. Hey there. Kind of like, the only thing I want to ask about is, did it ever cross your mind to go check Sharlock Treasury for the Fighter's Ring? Because that 2 attack power is very useful on the AP you had. So, like, were you just trying to go faster, or did it just never cross your mind? Alright, so in the end it turned out to work out just fine because you still had 3 heal mores, but good to know that. So, any last thoughts, Cirno? My bad. Yeah, we had a few technical difficulties at the start, but everything came out just fine. And glad you're having fun. And I know we're on opposite sides, so it'll be fun to see if you just keep on your tear. You've just came in here and been taking names. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just go over real quick the races for tomorrow. At 1 p.m., we have 2 races going on. We have Hoodie Two Shoes and Adam Raptors in their game 2. Also going to have Rye Guy versus Silly Dobbit in another game 2 at 1 o'clock. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to have the decider between Beta and Nescard. Big matchup there going down to the wire. And at 10 p.m. we will have Arm Polly and Marashu in their second game. So we got full slate of races all throughout the day tomorrow. And yeah, actually, it turns out we actually have some more Dragon Warrior tonight, as we're going to have a vodcast of Hoodie Two Shoes versus Adam Raptors. Their first match. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and send it off for this race. Let's give a shout out to RG365, our tracker, Bailey V on the restream. This is Smashy. And may you enjoy the races to come in this 2025 tournament.